Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joby, and I thought we would go through my new pedal board today. Haven't done a video in a while. Haven't been playing a whole lot lately, but recently decided to get a new band going on where I just play guitar for once in my life. I thought it would be fun to make a giant pedal board and experiment a little and have a good time. So I just thought I'd go through it real quick with you. I am playing this guitar, which is a Locomotive God that I built. Has wide range humbuckers in it, and it's going into my orange amp, and that is mic'd up with a Sennheiser E906. Anyway, so it's a Temple audio board, 43-inch trio. These are really cool because they have these little interface boxes you can put in the side panels. And so that's where we start. We're going into the interface box, and that comes out to the Musket Fuzz, which sounds like that. It's the Black Art Toneworks Musket Fuzz. Now the reason that fuzz is there is actually because it's the least favorite fuzz that I have, but I like to have a fuzz before my wah, which is the next pedal in line, so I can do shit like this. So really that's the only purpose of the Musket Fuzz, is to come before the wah pedal so I can make those really gross sounds. From the Musket, it goes over to this Rocktron switcher, which is controlling mostly dirt, but we'll start at the beginning and work our way through. First thing on here is the Electro Harmonix Super Ego Plus. And that sounds something like this. What's really fun about this pedal is so it sustains infinitely. So you can use other pedals to play the pedal, so to speak. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to use the Super Ego, but I'm going to manipulate it with the HX effect. Yeah, not sure why that first button is a little finicky, but yeah, so that is the Super Ego Plus. From the Super Ego, we go into the MXR micro amp. this guy right here, which is my all-time favorite boost pedal. That sounds like this. So it's kind of just like a sweet and clean. Obviously, you know, you can make it less or dirtier. But I like it kind of right in the middle. After the micro amp is the Earthquaker Devices Eruptor. Okay, so that's the Eruptor. After the Eruptor, we're going into the Rat 2. And in all honesty, this pedal is probably coming off the board at some point. I'm not a massive fan of the Rat 2. I like the big box Rat. And more specifically, I like Turbo Rats are my favorite. So it may just come off because I don't use it that often to begin with, but I may replace it with a Turbo Rat. But anyway, here's... In order to get the Rat to kind of work with my rig, I have to crank it, and then it gets really super compressed, which is probably why I don't love it so much. Moving on, next is the Emerald Circuits Little Black Simple. This pedal is built by my friend Blake, and I love it. It does everything kind of from like almost clean boost to almost fuzz. It'll do everything in between. It's got these 4 little tone switches that aren't labeled, that's meant to encourage you to experiment, which I think is really cool, and it's a really great sounding pedal. Right now I think I have it kind of clean. Yeah, I've got it kind of set up more like an overdrive right. Can bring it way down into clean boost land. But yeah, I like it right around there. So that's another reason why the wrap might come off, is because with a Little Black Simple, you can do this sound, but it's a little bit less compressed. So, and this is basically, I think it was based off a Ross distortion, and then with the mods added, and this one is older and it's all hand wired and it's awesome and I love it. But again, this might come off just because I use it when I'm recording a lot. This thing sounds killer on snare and on overheads. So I don't know, I might have to buy another one, but I really like it. That's the Emerald Circuit's Little Black Simple. After that is the Earthquaker Plumes. This guy right here. It's another one set up just kind of overdrive. It's everything I like about Tube Screamers and none of the crap I hate about Tube Screamers. And I love that it has like the comp cut mode, like the full tone full drive. Because I love the Full Drive 3, that was my favorite overdrive pedal. But Mike Fuller turned out to be kind of a dick bag, so I don't want to buy his products anymore. And Jamie Stillman doesn't seem like a dick bag, so I'll buy his instead. And if you want, you can push it with the MXR, get a little more. Yeah. That's the Plumes. And then we have the Earthquaker Devices Spires, which is a dual fuzz. The red channel is the Dream Crusher, I believe. Sounds like this. Then the green channel is based on the Rosac New Fuzz, and it's the loudest thing ever, pretty much. It's almost uncontrollably loud, which I love. This final channel is just switching my amp to the dirty channel. So that's the dirty channel of my orange Thunderverb 50. And that's pretty much it for the drives. That was one big thing. I really wanted to play around with drives. I've never, ever been like a distortion pedal guy. I've always used amp distortion, and I will always love amp distortion the most, but since I'm not singing in this band, I get to do a little more tap dancing, so I thought it would be fun. I imagine that before this current project ever plays live, I will probably shrink the board down to make it a little more manageable to move around, but for now it's just like an inspiration station, so to speak, just to have fun with. Okay, so out of the Rocktron switcher we go into the HX effects, and I'm running in 4-cable method so that some of these effects can go in front of the amp and some of them can go into the effects loop of the amp. And this is basically how I'm filling in the holes of all the other pedals that I would like to have but don't have, or don't have the space for currently. So I'll just play a couple of those for you. Like here's then we have a phaser. My favorite, vibrato. And then I have basically a whammy pedal, and this Dunlop, this DVP1, is controlling expression on the HX effects. And I have it just going from no effect to, which is like down 1 octave. Which is pretty cool. And then I have a tremolo, and the tremolo is set to come after everything. So this little switcher is putting this stereo memory man and this Cusack resound reverb into one of the loops on the back of the line 6. So if I turn that on, now we have the resound, which is just a nice reverb. You can do a ton of reverbs with this pedal. It's sick. But this is my kind of always on. So I could turn that on. I could turn the delay on the memory man. Could turn on the chorus. And then the tremolo's after all of them, so it still chops them all up. And then also in that looper, I have the memory man, which is set like that. It's a very short ping pong delay, which is meant to do kind of like a reverse reverb. So yeah, that is kind of it. This is my current pedal board, and I really dig it. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been busy with life, work, school, and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Peace. Take it easy.